What's up traders, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for clicking this video. Today we're going to be talking about the IPO of Airbnb and whether or not you should buy it or not.
If you guys didn't know, we actually have a Discord. You can click the link in the description for that, and if you join that, you'll be able to see all of our entries and exits on every trade that we make, including our entry on the Airbnb whenever we get into it. So click that link, join the Discord, it's lit.
Yep, let's get into the video. Alright guys, so I'm pretty sure 99% of you guys know what Airbnb is, but if you don't know what it is, basically where there's a host and there's a traveler, and they choose to create an Airbnb account and they can list their space, or they could book a unique accommodation anywhere in the world. It's a really cool platform because not only can you just rent houses and all this different stuff, you can actually see other types of things you can do during your trip. It's a really well-rounded platform.
And then as far as Airbnb's earnings go from their houses being booked, back in the first quarter of 2019, they had $10 billion worth of houses booked. And the second quarter and the third quarter and the fourth quarter, it all stayed pretty much around $10 billion. But in 2020, expectedly, it took a big hit and it went all the way down to $3.2 billion in the second quarter. And the third quarter is back up to $8 billion. So you could expect the fourth quarter to stay around there like it did last year. And then usually the first quarter ever since 2018, they always report their new highest earnings. So the first quarter of 2021 will probably be record breaking. So this is probably something you'd want to get in now, that way you could ride the wave in the next quarter and you'd already be in it and you could just add to your position.
According to Webull, the predicted day that it's going to be IPO is this Thursday, which is December 10th. So make sure to put that in your calendar. So next what I want to go into is their competition, and currently their biggest competition would be Verbo, and they're currently owned by Expedia. So basically what Verbo is, it's basically the same thing as Airbnb. You can just rent out really nice houses whenever you're going on vacation and stuff like that, but there's a major difference between Airbnb and Verbo. First would be Verbo lacks on visionary leadership. If you check out their website, they're not really trying to improve anything or try and make it so customers really like their company. And another thing is that they don't even advertise the same way that Airbnb does. So Airbnb's current CEO is Brian Chesky, and he's only 39 years old, and I think that since he's so young, he'll understand the younger generation and honestly be able to steer the company where it needs to go. I definitely think due to COVID and this whole situation with this whole vaccine not being figured out and stuff like that and preventing travel for a lot of people, I think it definitely drove that company down. But once this company goes IPO and it's going to be around the $45 to $50 range, I think that's going to be a really good bargain for that price, because if you look at Expedia, the owner of Verbo, they're trading around $126, and if Airbnb is going to open around $45 to $50, I think there's no doubt that's going to reach that same price.
So as far as the stock price goes, right now they're undervalued because of coronavirus. So their revenue, like I said, was really low, so their company valuation is lower than average. So once coronavirus ends and their revenue goes back up to above average, or maybe even average at least, then you can expect the price of the stock to go up back to that average point. So you have at least that amount of growth.
So in our opinion, we're most likely going to buy this when it goes IPO, especially if it's a bargain around $45 to $50. We think that's a really good buy. But if it ends up being a little bit more than that, then we're probably going to just let that ride and then come to a crash, because that's usually how IPOs go. And then we're just going to get our entry. So make sure to check out our Discord below, because that's when we're going to be putting all our stuff in there, especially the stock news, etc., etc. And make sure to hit that like button. We're trying to make a different type of video. We're trying to make a little quick, small videos just talking about one stock, just to kind of speed up the process and make it so we can upload a little bit more throughout the week. So just let us know in the comments below what you think, and thank you again for watching. Peace.